For what?
Man, listen. First of all, Friday, well, he on your cat. This is Kansas City by way of, well, he was a Texas boy by way of Kansas City. He was in the old walls back in the day. But he had a pride when he lived that life with the babies. So his penitentiary wife decided that he didn't want to be with him no more. So dude broke up with him right there midday, right there in the kitchen in front of everybody. And made dude look bad, man. So we found another man. He said, told the dude that you weren't man enough to hold me down. So I found another man. Little straight through the hard, man. I'm sitting there like they table is like kind of corner for me in the back, just a little bit like about 9, about 12 feet, behind. Which to my left. And I'm listening to the conversation. I'm like, man, it don't sound too good. But they hear another man tell another man that you ain't standing up to hold me down. They're right, that's an insult. Man, boom so hard. Man, that little peanut butter sandwich I was eating at that time, man, it felt like he smacked all the peanut butter about my mouth.
Hey now. Man.
Man, dude jumped up. The little bag dude, man, was hanging with him. Down.
Listen, that is still a man.
He's still a man, but man, I'm still something else. Man, they gave man, beat that boy ass, man. Beat that boy ass.
He beat his man up. He beat his man up.
Beat his man ass.
I'm talking about in front of everybody.
In front of everybody. So, dude, he tried to save face, right? He tried to save face. So, after the police jumped in it, dude, you know, the police hit the little dude named Powell. So the little husband, the little man dude, he said, oh, this is I'm trying to get him. So he went up off the wall to go get him. That police beat that dude. And by the time they got through that boy, man, he was like about 5 foot in open. Dude's orange. They spray painted that boy whole body orange.
With that's that good mace too. I bet I'd have had some of that mace. That mace ain't. Ooh, that mace real.
Hey, this is the funny part about. I ain't close about this. You go to the kitchen, and soon you walk about the kitchen, right on that wall, right on that wall, right to your right. You can see where the dude was standing there when the police was macing him. You can see the outline of that boy's body.
I'm talking
right on the wall. That let you know he was not trying to duck that mace. He wasn't trying to get away from it no more. He was just stuck. So next thing you know, when he was doing all that, this one little youngster out of Kansas City, we call him Shield. He felt the need, for whatever reason, to take off on the police. And the police he took off on looked like that little cartoon came on back in the day, man. Not Dora the Explorer, some little girl with a naked mole rat on. It was like the little naked mole rat. But dude looked like an oversized weasel, man. He got Elvis Presley sideburns. He got this weird little funny little haircut. He got buck teeth. And he talked with his lips. Man, that dude teed up and hit the police about 4 or 5 times. Both of them fell down. Went in the grass. Man, you know, the little dude from Kansas City, for whatever reason, I'm not sure. He got up on his feet. He bounced like he was doing a box. Then he broke and ran down the wall.
Where was he going? Where was he running to?
Now, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure that one out. He broke and ran down the wall. He put his hands up like, don't shoot. They locked him up. They put us up on the lockdown. We gonna lock down, listen to this, until last night.
That just happened. Y'all was just on lockdown last week.
Man, look, it seems like every Friday is CO ass whooping day.
You know that's what come. You know that's what come with being in the institution.
Man, they don't believe it. Man, the CEOs don't believe it. Man, they give us this is incentive. If we don't have if we don't get violations or we're the lords of the house unit that get violations, then they'll give us a microwave. We get the microwave for 30 days. Okay. They just took the microwaves from us. They got too many officers getting beat up in this housing unit. Therefore, we do not deserve a microwave as an incentive.
They just took the microwave.
Yeah, the microwave. We got two of them sit over in the cages up under the step.
They just want you to
look at them, but we can't use them though.
They want you to look. That is torture. You talking about that is that is. I remember when they used to do us like that too. That's not new. That ain't a new thing that they pulling out. That's an old tactic.
Yeah, see, they on a wall man, right?
Yeah.
And it's me and the other two cats, right? But then we got like about 5 stitches called. So we got one stitch called all inside the cage and going through the little mesh fence. We got microwaves and stuff. So we can run those stitch calls later on at night and have a dude open up the cage for us when we get to.
I can't hear a word you saying.
And make sure the other police, the other assholes, make sure they ain't around. And we can all do what we got to do.
I'm talking about now. That's crazy. But it ain't crazy. Listen, it makes sense. That's what come with it.
Oh, God, then this morning, we thought we were going back on lockdown.
For what?
They got this transgender dude here. They got a transgender dude. And he just joined the penitentiary gang up there. They call him Lil Sis. Listen to me. They call him Lil Sis. These dudes get up there slapping hands and all this old stuff and pointing to their chest. They got like about 9 homosexuals with them.
They got
What are they chopping now?
They got a homosexual. They got another homosexual gang.
Man, listen, this gang is tied in with this other little penitentiary gang that came out of the Justice Center. These are dudes, you call themselves some type of gang that come out of Illinois with King Von in. Now, the thing is, these dudes ain't got nothing to do with King Von in. These little dudes just jump because they yellow, light-skinned, long dreadlocks. And they the type of people, man, that Jackie Reed would love. So, they join the gang, but then they got like the homosexual branch. It's like these two little dudes, they love homosexuals. They pull the homosexuals with them, and they call them the sisterhood. Or they the gang they got. So the gay dude is one of the transgender dudes. They got the right to put a curtain up on a handicap shower. I prefer if you do that. I don't want to see it. You don't get in there. They took that motherfucker rainbow hand thing and I stopped his finger about seeing 3 homosexuals do come over and hold it down. They held security over the shower. They shower now. They can have it. I don't want it. Could have teach you something else now.
Bro, that's what come with it.
Man.
Come on now. Hey, listen. Now come on, let's have a real.
I gotta tell you that. One little cut his dread off today, which I was proud of this big guy. Because he stood and said he's been in the streets ever since he's been 10 years old. This dude is 33 guys. He said, I've been in the streets since I've been 10 years old. He said, all the stuff I did, I ain't do nothing but bring $170 to my mama's house. He said, I got 4 kids, and my baby mama can't read and write. He said, I can't even read and write. I did not know that the dude couldn't read and write. Man, dude say, you know what? I give up, man. I can't win like this. This dude spent cut his heart. He cut all his dreads out the thing, cut his heart. Went back into the caseworker and told the caseworker, I'm sitting back there with him. I just said, I give up. I can't win. I'm asking y'all to help me. He told this broad Miss Hale this, that I need y'all to help me. Either put me in PC or put me in school. He's trying to do it up in school, man. We start next week.
I'm so proud of him. Hey, can you give me? Hey, can you? Listen, can you give me his name and number?
I got you.
Yeah, yeah. Send me an email with his name and number. I'm gonna send him a couple dollars.
I got you. I'm on it. The dude made me proud. I done seen some wild stuff in the joint, but that's probably one of the realest things I have ever seen anybody do.
Yeah, I ain't never seen one of them.
Man, I was messed up. This dude was straight crying though. This is the little dude that was a straight gang banger.
Yeah, that's a whole little new type of little situation right there.
I'm proud to do it, but other than that, bro, we good, man.
What they saying about your freedom?
What the hell about the United States Supreme Court do?
What they say?
Well, what they did, they sent me. Well, my lawyer sent me the copy of the Supreme Court of the United States petition that what's his guy name? Andrew Jacob Crane, the prosecutor sent. Man, this dude here is so out of touch. He's still arguing that. This is he actually saying. He's trying to tell the United States Supreme Court that we are not arguing that I'm actually innocent. Dude, what you think we've been saying for the past 30-something years?
Man, you know they gonna.
I mean, seriously, what you think the judge said a couple years ago? The judge said I was innocent. What you think we doing? But this dude went off into some real Hollywood stuff. He straight up said, if we can go back in time and the jury was able to see the crime being committed, I'm thinking to myself, this dude will have to be one of the weirdest prosecutors I have ever seen. Listen to this. He said, if the 1991 jury could have watched the two witnesses testify, they traveled through time to watch the testimony from the 2018 evidentiary hearing, they would have to decide which version of events was the most credible. For real? Seriously? This is not a scene from Back to the Future or any little TV show like that. This is not. I am not sure who this prosecutor actually believes is a time travel. Because my thing is, if we can go back in time and see who committed the crime, why don't we go back in time and try to prevent the crime from even occurring? That makes more logical sense. Let's go back in time to 1990 when the dude got killed and stop the crime from even happening.
Now, that makes sense, but that's too logical.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Like that's too logical. Like, because if we could go back in time, I want to go back and not be stupid myself. Hold on, wait a minute. If we give the opportunity to go back and take that back, man, listen. I want to go back and, you know what I'm saying, not be stupid on a weekday. I was stupid on a weekday. That was a weekday. It wasn't even a weekend. I was stupid on a weekday.
But this is how stupid this dude is. It is bad because he's been a prosecutor for the past 30-something years. He got to where he is right now, not because he's skillful, but because his mother is an 8th Circuit judge. And she has been a judge for the past, 35, 40, about
to stay in the family.
Nepotism, nepotism, nepotism. That's exactly what it is. But this is what the dude say. He say, John sought successive federal habeas review based on his claim that the jury verdict was wrong. That's the whole point of filing the habeas corpus. To prove, to show you, with your last option in the judiciary system, that the jury got it wrong. Not only that, but a habeas corpus, the word itself is Latin, or release the body of. It means to release the body of. It's a Latin word. Now, this is the killer part about it. Anytime in which you file a habeas corpus, you fight to tell the state to let you go because you are being illegally held. For whatever reason, if you can prove that you've been illegally held. Now, I've only filed a federal habeas corpus back in 1997. It took them 3 years, 2 months, and 19 days to rule on it. Like I said, I filed it in 1997. It ruled on it in 2000. It took them 3 years and a couple of months to make the ruling. It was the only time I ever filed what is known as the 2254 of federal habeas corpus. Now, in 2017, I filed a state habeas corpus upon the newly discovered evidence because the witnesses came forward and admitted that they lied. Therefore, they recanted their testimony. We also found additional witness who was standing there or returning back from the Chinese restaurant with his friends when they saw the shooting. When they saw all the shooting occurring, that's when they ran up towards the house. Which I really thought was some Superman and stuff, because there ain't nowhere in the world I'm running up there to the gunfight. I'm not doing that. But still, he said this is what they did. So we was allowed to present this evidence as newly discovered evidence. So what this prosecutor talking about? He is fishing. He's just throwing out anything with this butt-naked hook he has and trying to catch something. So now, on the 14th of this month, in exactly what? 9 days? In 9 days, the United States Supreme Court is going to have a conference hearing to determine the way of evidence is we presented and see if the state has a legitimate argument to deny us relief. Now, if anything, the United States Supreme Court should step in. They should step in because the state of Missouri is the only state in the country that does not recognize freestanding claim of actual innocence. To sit there and tell a person that you can be innocent, but still have to remain in prison only because the state of Missouri does not recognize a freestanding claim. Now, we went through this many times before doing Chop Tuesday. We talked about this. How do a person get to a freestanding claim? First of all, you have to have a nothing, no good attorney to represent you. And that attorney will refuse to file any claims for you. In my case, I had to file what is known as a pro se because I didn't have the finances to get an attorney. So I was indigent. So I had to file it by myself, a 2915, which is a post-conviction proceeding. Right after your trial, after your motion for a new trial, you file what is known as a 2915 or a PCR proceeding, motion conviction release. Now, when I did that, I was given an attorney by the name of Lois Hamilton. They say she's a beautiful black woman right there in the city of St. Louis on the north side of the back over there on Farm and Carl. Out right off Dr. Breeze. Killer part about it, I had a girlfriend that stayed over there, right there on Sullivan. Now, I don't know who this woman is, but they appointed her to represent me. So after I filed my 2915, she's supposed to file what is known as the amended petition to the 2915. Being that she's the skillful one, she went to school for this. This is her job, to look at my motion that I presented to her. And if there was any imperfection, or if there was anything in it that she didn't think that should be there, or she thought that she should try to amend it, it's supposed to be done. Whether she liked it or not, she's still supposed to file an amended motion. Because I'm not a lady person, I'm not a lawyer. It's her job to do that. So what she do? She wait until the day that my motion was due, which is December the 8th. 4 days before my birthday. She's supposed to have filed an amended motion. She wrote and told her investigator that she was going to do it. She wrote and told other people in the court that she was going to do it, but she never did. Instead, she filed what is known as a motion in lieu of filing an amended motion. In other words, it was a big old F you. It was a big old F you. Meaning that she was not going to file it. She told the court to proceed. Now she's worried about the amended motion. So that means all my claims she was not going to try to perfect. All she wanted the court to do is rule on what she put it up at. That was it. And she only spoke about one issue. My attorney failed to call my family members as witnesses. She didn't say nothing about the validity of evidence. She didn't say anything about the other witnesses. She didn't say anything about the inconsistency of the witnesses. She didn't say anything about my trial attorney's performance and why I had 21 other counsel and filed for 2915. She didn't mention none of this. So that means the questions only address that one issue. Now, when I was about evidence rehearing, before I went, let's back up. My lawyer was given what is known as a promotion to the capital division. She was appointed as a special attorney for death row defendants. And she resigned to represent me. They then turned around and appointed me another attorney by the name of Emily N. Blood. She was another public defender. When she took my case, she turned around and did the exact same thing. I asked her to ask for a continuance to allow us to sit back and to amend my 2915. People, I have this all in black and white. Handwritten letters that I wrote to my attorney. But what she do? She said, we were talking about this when you arrived at the evidence hearing, which was April the 5th. Of 1993. So we get to the evidence hearing in St. Louis. I'm down in St. Louis City Jail. So my attorney, she come and visit me. And we talking about this. And the next thing you know, we get up there in front of this courtroom. Michael Calvin, this is my presiding judge at the time. He was also my trial attorney, my trial judge. We get there. What happened? Emily N. Blood did not mention, bring up, or say anything about the other ineffective system counsel claims. She had evidence to prove that the witnesses were lying by being. She had audio tape statements that I never even knew existed at during trial. But my trial attorney knew this evidence existed because she took around and gave it to me after I got sentenced. Now, this killer part, they allowed me to get up on the stage and testify at my hearing. When I did that, I tried my damnedest. acknowledged what was going on and how many claims I had. But the judge told me at the time, don't say nothing. Just answer the question. People, this is how you get a freestanding claim of actual innocence. This is how you get denied justice. Because even though I had these claims, they did not want to address them. So what you do? You file what is next known as the direct appeal. I filed my direct appeal. I was appointed an attorney by the name of Craig A. Johnson out of Columbia, Missouri. He done an excellent job. He submitted his brief, and inside the brief, we can each claim that they refused to bring up in my 2915. Then we put in a consolidated claim upon a Snoop versus D-Lo and Newly versus State. And we asked them to allow me to adjudicate these claims, to have these claims heard. If you refuse to lie, to have these claims heard, then you will be denying me any future opportunities of having these claims heard. This is what they've been doing the past 30 years. So, when you file what is known as a habeas corpus, whether it's federal or state, if you do not have your claims heard in the 2015 or the direct appeal, they will say that you procedurally or from raising these claims up because you failed to raise them up in the previous court. If I would have had an opportunity to present the same claim I had in my 2015 or my direct appeal brief, then this would not be a freestanding claim of actual innocence. They would have to be able to allow me to use those same claims. But this is how this has happened to me. And there's a strong probability if you are unaware of the system, that this will happen to me. Not you, because you're at home. You listen to this podcast. But it can happen to your loved one. If you have relatives that's in the city of St. Louis or the county of St. Louis, there's a 99% chance that this is going to happen to them. Because even in that, they do not have a law library, which is according to the law, they're supposed to have access to it. But there is no law library inside the new justice centers. No one is there to help them with their procedures. And it's sad. So now we wait to see what the United States Supreme Court does with me in 9 days. We wait to see what Kimberly Gardner is going to do. If they're going to file a petition to recommend either my release or a new trial or a hearing. We wait to see if House 360 is approved and they ratify Senate Bill 53. We try to see if they're going to amend Missouri Statute 547-031.3 and see if they include freestanding claim of actual innocence in the state of Missouri. But this is where, this is where society needs to come in at. Last night, me and Suge, we put together a petition to the United Nations. And we asked the United Nations, is it not a constitutional violation? Is it not a violation of my humanitarian rights to be denied my liberty in the state of Missouri? So we put this together last night. So hopefully shit have changed though. So hopefully shit have changed. And we want to see if the United Nations don't stand up this time and do something for people like me. I'm not the only person in the world that's going through this.
No, but you're the only person I know going through it, and I'm there for you.
I already know you there, bro. You and EJ, EJ can't do this, but just sit there and fight somebody's ankles right now, but I know y'all got my back.
Absolutely.
So this is going through.
Absolutely.
But the world right now is tripping off of what's going on with Donald Trump and him being stopped today and going and finally getting a moral shot. That's what the world is tripping off of him. Everything. Donald Trump's still gonna be rich. Still gonna find his jet. Like everybody else talking about Donald Trump, we still gonna be in prison. Worrying about how we gonna get out of prison, even though we innocent.
Now that is something. Now that's the caption.
I look at all those people that was lined up along in this street waiting for this dude. How much they paid each flag? How much they paid for all them t-shirts and other stickers they got? And then, what kind of shoes their kids got on their feet? Or did their kids eat more than hot dogs and cooking beans for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Now you know
I
people.
wonder if they paid all that money for them flags and how much they still owe on rent or own them double wide trailers that they pushing or that F-150 that they just got on the loan.
Man, you know I stay out of that.
Oh, I know you do. But that's why we need as many voters. Many voters. It don't make no difference what state you in. As long as you're a United States citizen and you're able to vote, I'm asking everyone to just write a letter to the United Nations and inquire as to why it is that the state of Missouri does not recognize freestanding claim of actual innocence. And why is it that Christopher Dunn is still in prison after a judge declared him innocent and said he couldn't free him because of Lincoln versus Cassidy is holding him back? It don't have to be a form. It can be a simple letter. That's all you got to do. But right now, that girl can't go, and she got her hands full right now. And she got her hands full.
Man, you know, it be like that.
So I don't know, bro. What's up with you, though?
Man,
What's your day like?
I'm doing everything in my power to stay out the way.
Everything in your power to stay out the way.
You know how I be moving. I'm doing. I'm doing everything within my power to stay out of the way. Plus, I'm getting ready. I'm trying to get all the stuff I got gone because my lease up next month, and it's time. I gotta find somewhere to go. You finna be homeless all over again, cause I don't want to stay here.
Man, I already know. Well, I thought you was getting on the road.
I am. Listen, I am going. The van I got is in the shop. I ain't said nothing to them people. RV update. I give y'all the RV update as I give it to him. Bro, I bought a handicap van and had it stripped down and put it in the shop. Right? My plan is to turn it into a sail on wheels. I know that sounds crazy, but I had the vision.
No, that ain't crazy. I can dig that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because in all actuality, the inside of that van is bigger than the sails we had behind the wall. The 2-man sails.
I know you told me that.
Yeah, the 2-man sails. That the inside of that van, you could almost put 2 of those sails in. You could almost put 2 of them. You could almost put 2 of them in that sail. In the van. You could almost put 2 of those sails in that van. Right? And I'm talking about, I'm trying to travel the world. I'm trying to travel the world in it. But the reason why I ain't been pushing on it is because I didn't have nowhere to put it. So I put it in the shop and they kept it, right? Like they took their time to fix it. How can I word this where it makes sense? They took their time, they're taking their time to fix it, right? Which is cool with me because I don't have nowhere to put it. So them holding on to it and fixing it, man, y'all take y'all time doing that. So I can take care of everything else. That way, in the middle of this month, towards the end of this month, I can get on them to finish it, and it should be finished. I want it finished right around the time my lease is up, so I can find somewhere to build it at. And I think I found the spot to actually take it, to have it converted into what I want it to be. Man, listen, not in Missouri, right? Not in St. Louis. I don't want to do it here.
Okay.
Right? I do not want to do it here. And I had Chinese today too, bro.
Oh, man, you gonna get bad though, then, dude.
Not until later on. Right? Plus, I ain't had too much, and then I had for the.
If you had it for breakfast, yeah, you have flowers later on.
No, I had it for lunch. I just ate it.
Oh yeah.
I just ate it about 45 minutes, an hour ago.
Oh well, you got another 6 hours.
Yeah, and then it's gonna hit me. Yeah, then it's gonna hit me.
Yeah. And if you had orange soda pop with that or cream, yeah, it's really gonna go through you.
I had cream. How you know? I had cream soda. How you know? Yeah.
Make me say,
I had a cream vest. Right, I had a cream vest soda. Y'all gonna get to see it. You listen, y'all are gonna get to see it tomorrow. I'm starting a new series. Every Tuesday, I'm gonna go to one trip off what I call it. I call it Death Trap Eateries.
Death Trap Eateries.
Yeah, that's gonna be the title of the series. I'm calling it Death Trap Eateries. Episode 1. Listen, episode.
So you're gonna have Trap Tuesday on Tuesday,
and then
have Death Trap Eateries.
I'm gonna have Death Trap Eatery. Death Trap Eateries is gonna be on Wednesday. Right, I'm gonna drop Death Trap Eateries every Wednesday at 7:00 p.m. Right, you get to see what. But look, right. So listen, this one I'm talking about. You got to keep in mind, man. Listen, I went to Bing Chop Suey on Natural Bridge and Marcus. Right.
Okay.
It was a high-speed chase while I was getting my food.
On Natural Bridge and Marcus?
On Natural Bridge and Marcus. It was a high-speed right there in that little area. And they messed the streets up, so it's different. Right? They had a high-speed right there, like 7, 8 police cars chasing somebody.
It's a Chinese joint on Natural Bridge and Marcus?
Yeah, it's a Chinese joint on the corner of Natural Bridge and Marcus. You've been in prison. Yeah, you've been in prison. What you mean? Where you been? You've been in prison. Right? But look, as far as Death Trap Eateries go, I give Natural Bridge and Marcus on the death meter, I give it with a 2, 2.5, 3, depending on what time you go, right? Because it ain't too much, ain't nothing really right there on that corner, right? So on one corner, you on Natural Bridge and Marcus, you coming from Natural Bridge and Kings Highway, right? So when you get to the corner of Natural Bridge and Marcus, on your right hand side is a Chinese restaurant. On the other side of Marcus, ain't nothing right there. It's just a vacant lot. On the other side, it used to be that Shell gas station right there. That's not there no more. Ain't nothing right there. It is a vacant lot. They tore all that stuff down. They closed the gas station, then tore it down. Right? Ain't nothing right there but a lot. They be selling barbecue right there. Like dude pull his little truck up and they sell barbecue. He cooked barbecue right there on that corner. So Then on the other corner, on the other side, it's a vacant building. Don't nobody stay there. But on the death scale,
I'm even gonna watch that. What's that girl name? A rapper, man. The little pretty girl. Ebony Eyes. Her granddaddy, her father in them house was right there where that court lot was at.
which court lot? The court lot that's right up the street.
Yeah, right up the street, right on corner. It's right on corner National Street.
Yeah, that's still right there.
There's a house like a two-family set of two-family set of brick structure house right there next to the old funeral home. It's between the funeral home and the court lot. That's what Ebony Eyes people stayed at. That was a granddaddy's court lot. Hold on, the gas station gone too?
They told it, man, listen, tore it down, cleared it out. It's no longer there. You would have never known the gas station was right there if you're not old enough to know it was a gas station right there.
Well, you know, it used to be two gas stations right there. It was a Shell gas station, and right across the street from that, there was another Liberty gas station that closed down there until like about 1980 or 80 and 82, 83.
That's gone too.
That's what was the t-shirts and hats and stuff at.
That's gone too. That's gone too. It's over.
Man.
Ain't nothing right there.
So, all these cliques that did a joint, they still screaming all these blocks belongs to them, and they don't own nothing on them blocks. And everything on the block is gone.
Yeah, basically.
So, niggas over.
Basically, that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically, that's what it is.
They scrapping over vehicles and have them living in rental property. And they staying with their baby mama. And their baby mama just got it 50. So now she got to go to the county. They gonna miss the county up too, huh?
Man, you know how I go.
Man, this stuff here crazy as mud.
Bro, it be like that, man.
They live their best life in joint.
Bro, it be like that, man. Like, it be like that. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
I tell you what it is. It killed me. Last night, my people, I called my people. I called the first lady, and she say, "Do you know Anthony Cooper?" I'm like, the only Anthony Cooper I knew was Big Coop that was up here with us that died. Like about 3 years ago. I'm like, what did they say? This dude, he hit me up on Facebook for a friend request. Man, listen, I can't tell you how many people they hit my nieces, my sisters, and my wife for a friend request.
That's crazy.
That ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. But this the killer part. The killer part. I know at least about 70 gay dudes that are wrote talking about how you doing. No.
How you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
How you doing?
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. No, we ain't doing that. I'm gonna run on. I hit the yard on. I can't do it. I got put on New Balances now too. Oh, y'all break on. I ain't got no Rodale's no more.
What happened to the right ass?
I'm doing big things. Now. I got some New Balances, baby.
Oh yeah, you jam. You got some handicap shoes.
Hey. Look, I ain't upgraded like this, man. They stopped letting us order clothes.
Bro, that you know how boy I'm talking about. That's what made it worth living.
They did it?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what made it. You know what I'm saying? That's what made it what it was.
Man, back back then, you go to the yard, prison looked like, oh, sad to say, it looked like the street.
It looked better than the street.
They had cats walking around with their brand new clothes on and they hip new shoes and oh my God.
It was real.
Man. But if you did not know how to fight, if you was afraid to pick up a knife, then somebody was gonna rob your ass later on that night.
You know, prison was easy when prison was easy on that type of time.
For us, it was not for everybody.
Yeah, it was.
Not for everybody. That's why Tony came in, and Tony from the block, about 2 or 3 months after he was in the joint, he became Tisha or Teresa. LaMichael became Michelle. The man became Lil Manny. You know, it wasn't for everybody.
Yeah, you know.
How many people you knew? For real, keep it real. How many people you knew that were solid when they came in and they right hand turned left? Like about 6 months after they came to the joint.
Man, you know, that just kind of be. I know a couple. All right. I know a couple couldn't take the pressure.
I know, because I was sitting right there one day when we was about to come on the upper yard when you had to tell your partner you're going to have to do something or either get the hell away from you.
Yeah, you gotta do something. But you know that's the, you know what I'm saying? Like that just kind of is what it is. Like nobody can knock you for being on whatever type of time it is that you want to be on, right?
Right.
On the flip side of the coin, I don't have to be on it with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference, right? Like I don't have to be on that type of time with you. Like you could be on whatever type of time it is that you want to be on, right? But I don't have to be, I ain't got to be on that type of time with you.
Oh, believe me, I'm big.
Nah, we don't be like, look, I just like he said, whatever happened behind the wall, stay behind the wall. No, it don't.
No,
No, it don't. No, it don't. No, it don't. No, it don't. If you had a girlfriend or you was somebody's girlfriend, back behind the walls, man, if I run into you, you can't act like that wasn't the case. Right? I'm not going to look at you like, you know what I'm saying? You was a stand-up dude when we was locked up. I'm not. Right? Like, forgive me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. I don't knock you for whatever it was that you had going on, but please don't forget it happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Like, I ain't going out my way to try to, you know what I'm saying, ruin your relationships and all of that, right? But if I run into you, don't act like you a different person from the one that I've been knowing. I had that problem, right? I've had that problem in the free world, right?
Yeah, but I've heard it before. I heard people say, I heard dudes in a joint say it too. What happened in Wall stays in Wall. First of all, this is not Cancun. This is Vegas.
This ain't Vegas. This ain't Cancun. This ain't Vegas.
And I'm like you, brother. There is nowhere in the world I could see you on the bricks and knowing that while you was in a joint, your name was Candy or Melissa, or that it was tossing you around like a bag of $1.45 chips. Everybody had their hand in you like you was a brother. Then if I see you on the street and you got a girlfriend,
I ain't gonna say nothing.
now if you on the street and you date one of my cousins,
Listen, I still might not say nothing, right?
I'm saying something.
Listen, hear me out, right? Hear me out, man. I ain't gonna say nothing. right? I'm still not gonna say nothing because it don't have nothing to do with me, right? This is when it's gonna become a problem for me. When me and you have interactions and you put up the like it didn't like we don't know, like we don't remember what happened. That's the only time it's gonna become a problem for me, right? Like I'm not getting in your business. I'm not running and telling your girlfriend that I know you got some dirty secrets, right? I'm not doing that. I'm not calling your people or none of that. If you mess with one of my cousins, then she should have did her background on you, right? You know what I'm saying? She could have asked me before she talked to you. Like, should I talk to dude? And I probably would have been like, nah, you don't want to go down that road, right? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I ain't getting in that. Like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma just keep it like that. But if you decide that when you run into me that you a grown man, then me and you gonna have an issue. That's when it's gonna come up. Like, hold on, bro, you can't talk to me like, bro, you gotta talk to me like you talk to me when we was behind the wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, please don't.
What they walk up on you is a hot day like today, right? Then they walk up on you and say, man, hey, boy, man, let me hit that soda pop, or let me hit that bird.
Come on, man, you stop it.
Hey, man, I ain't got no more cigarettes, man. Hey, let me hit that squat.
Man, stop it. You already know. You already know. Now that might go left.
Man, I can see you right now. I can see you right now getting ready to go to the home, man.
Nah, I ain't going to the. I'm gonna get up and leave. Like I ain't gonna be on that type of time.
Yeah, I'm saying the rule 25 right there.
Might be a fight, man. It could be. Nah, man, I'm too old to be fighting, man. We are too old. We're too old for any altercation to come to fisticuffs. I'm sorry.
Man, I'll be honest with you though. I can't wait to be at home and just walk down the street and see a fight.
Bro,
somebody call it 1049.
It don't be like that no more. It don't be. Listen, it don't be like that no more. Right? Nah, it don't be, bro. It's not like that out here no more. Right, bro? You are rare. The only place you might see a fight at is like inside a club. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere where you're not supposed to have a weapon. Right? But 9 times out of 10 on the streets, bro, it's straight to, you have to keep in mind it is 2023. Right? We stopped street fighting and started using weaponry in the 90s. You can only imagine to what level it has escalated to this point right here. Ain't no more fights, man. The majority of these little dudes out here can't fight. They is going to shoot. They're going to shoot you immediately. Right? As soon as you look like you pose a threat, that is going immediately to deadly force. Right? It ain't like that no more.
I see the whole bunch of little dudes come to this joint. Man, I'm not impressed with their hand game.
That's because they didn't learn how to fight when they were growing up. Bro, ain't none of that. Bro, most of these little dudes got raised by their mamas and wasn't no fighting in there. They mama beat the life out of them. That was it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was just kind of it. Right? Wasn't no street fighting. Your mama tell you gotta go outside and, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do that. Somebody outside wanna box you, you gotta go out there and do that, and you better not lose. Ain't no more of that. It's different. It is a whole different type of atmosphere out here. I was just having that conversation with somebody like, bro, listen, you can't bring the streets to prison, and you can't bring the prison home to the streets. The two worlds do not mix, right? The morals and principles that people live under their old law behind the fences, right? Bro, none of that is relevant out here in the free world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to learn that the hard way. Like, none of that is relevant. Standing on your morals and principles, meaning every word that come out your mouth, none of that work out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you mean everything you said, you are typically considered to be an aggressive human being. because you mean everything you say and you say what you mean, right? If you think before you speak, you are considered to be narcissistic or whatever other term it is that they put under that because they can't control their emotions. Bro, it's a whole different type of ball game out here. Like, and for me, I adapt to my surroundings. But bro, it took me a couple years. Bro, I almost came back to prison a few times. People playing with me, bringing that type of mentality to the streets. That don't work out here, right? That do not work out, man. You'd have been to hurt somebody for playing with you, and they don't even know no better.
Man, I'm keep it real with you though, bro. I just want a nice little piece of land, a giant dirt track. I don't know nothing about farming. I just want a piece of land, a giant deere tractor. Just let me get on my tractor, just run around my land, and make my whole property up.
Absolutely.
All the other stuff is just this morning. I ain't gonna nothing about it though. Joe for me with his tablet. Man, listen, they had some guns on there. There's a game was over there about killing zombies. Man, this game had like about 4 or 5 different machine guns or some stuff I ain't never seen before. Man, the killer point about it.
He knew all of them.
The zombies. Man, listen.
He knew all of them.
It had, you can kill the zombies, right? And reload and all this other stuff. And man, listen. The zombies on there with these dudes in the joint. That's how I look at it. All the walkers, because these dudes don't want nothing. Some of these old heads in here don't want nothing.
Bro, that environment breeds that type of behavior. Right? Hold on, let me go see what's wrong with the pups.
I heard him.
I heard him.
I heard the bark.
What's up? What you see? Who outside? Ain't nobody out there. It's the wind blowing. I love you.
Are you serious? Bark got scared of the wind?
I'm talking about, man, wind. Nah, it's a bush right outside the window. So when the wind blows super hard, the bush get to moving like there's somebody out there, and you know what I'm saying? The missus do not play about that. Hi, EJ. And they just helped me eat my Chinese food. Hi, EJ. Let me love you. Let me love you. Let me love you.
From a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
What else up with you, bro? Y'all off lockdown for... Remember?
Yeah, we might go back on lockdown after 15, so...
Let me love you.
Yeah, we might go back on lockdown.
Y'all gonna be all right. I'm finna take these puppies out. You got anything else you want to say?
No, but listen. This is real talk, y'all. Listen. Each day that I sit in prison is a day too long for somebody like me to be actually innocent. I can sit here every week and tell you about what's going on with me and hope that you can understand or just get a glimpse of this reality that I'm living. I'm forced to do it. I wish that you could see what it's like to be me. For just one day, that you will understand the urgency. People, I don't deserve to be here. Sure, I'm not perfect. I'm not an angel. I've had fights. I done had to beat people up. I've been beat up before. But the thing is, I don't deserve to be here. I'm not screaming like the guy on Shawshank Redemption. But at the same time, you ask yourself, if you would be, what would you want somebody to do to you? So all I'm doing is asking you is to take at least 10 minutes out of your day, just one day, and write or either type a letter to the United Nations. You can look on my page and you can find the address on there. We just put it on there last night because we just resubmitted another application to the United Nations and explain to them about the humanitarian violations that they committed against me. And you ask them, is it right to hold someone like me in prison when you got people over there in Iraq, Syria, Libya, Cuba, Russia, China? You complain about them and what they do to their citizens, or you complain about what they do to Americans they go over there. But you don't say nothing about what's going on in your own backyard. It's hypocritical. Don't wait until something happens to you, then start crying. Stop. I'm asking you right now to help while you can. Don't wait until I'm home then say that you wanted to do this and you wanted to do that. It'll be too late then. Don't wait until I'm dead to say that's a damn shame. I wish we could have done something equal when it matters. Do something now. Pretend that I'm your cousin. Pretend that I'm your brother. Pretend that I'm your uncle or your nephew. You know how black people are. We all related in some way or another.
we are related. All the color folks is related.
Real talk. Pretend right now that I'm one of those kind family members that you don't see except every funeral or family reunion. But either way, do something while it matters. Don't wait until it's too late. Listen, everybody, this trap. This ain't no made up name. This ain't no hood cat. This is my name. This is Trap Susan. As always, I wish you nothing but the best of luck. Go with God. Be at peace. Assalamu alaikum. The salutation.
Hey now, love, man.
Love, bro.
The caller has hung up.
These Trap Tuesdays, man. My partner called from the penitentiary every Tuesday around 3 o'clock. Man. He been locked up over 30-some years for a crime he didn't commit. Every time he called me, I'm picking up the phone. And since I have to talk to him, y'all get to listen to it too. Everybody have a good day and be safe, man. I'm gonna pop back up about 7:15. We still gotta finish the conversation that we started. Good day. Hey now.